A Tennessee school has removed Harry Potter books from its library shelves over concerns about how the series depicts magic. Reverend Dan Rehill, pastor of St. Edward Catholic Church in Nashville, which is affiliated with the pre-K through grade 6 school, says the book's depiction of magic as both good and evil is a deception. He added that curses and spells used by the characters are real and can be used by the reader to conjure evil spirits. The pastor reportedly consulted exorcists regarding J.K. Rowling's fictional series. All right, joining me now is Matthew Haverstick. He's an attorney and has represented and represents several Catholic dioceses. Matt, welcome back to Chasing News. Good to see you.
To see you again.
So I want to just come right out with this and say, part of me hesitant to even talk about stories like this because I think there's this general consensus out of context that tries to make the Catholic Church look bad and look a little crazy. But there's precedent for this. A lot of other institutions have also removed Harry Potter books.
Yeah, that's right. Harry Potter books are, I think, among the most excluded from libraries across the country. And not just in religious organizations. And we can debate whether that's right or wrong or good or bad or silly or not, but it's certainly not a Catholic Church phenomenon.
Matt, real quick, as I wrap this up, do you think the Catholic Church gets an inordinate amount of scrutiny where you've got other religious entities and institutions that are doing very similar things, but you don't hear about it?
I think it's unfortunate in America that the Catholic Church is one of the last organizations left around that it's okay to discriminate against, especially on the left of the political spectrum. I think if this would happen in some other context or some other organization, especially a secular organization or a public school, we never hear anything about it.
All right, Matt, great to talk to you again. Thank you for your expertise and insight on this.
Take care.
All right, let's bring in tonight's panel. We're joined by Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman. Always good to see you, Jeanette.
Thanks, Bill.
And radio talk show host, slightly to my political left, Garland Nixon. Good to see you, Garland.
Great to see you, Bill.
Jeanette, I'm going to start with you on this. I take this stuff very seriously as a Catholic, and I think that it's very easy to go after the church.
Yeah.
Same time, I think for most people, they have a hard time wrapping their heads around somebody that thinks completely differently than they do.
Yeah, because I think this was a controversy back when the Harry Potter books first came out about, 18, 20 years ago. And the fact that this, Catholic school has now decided to ban them
That's
now,
interesting. Yeah.
I think that's kind of why it's newsworthy. It's kind of like, don't we have bigger things to worry about in the year 2019? I think that's more of why this is unique.
That's an interesting take, and I tend to agree with you because it seems out of context just for the timing. Garland, do you think, though, that part of this is that you've got a whole generation of people that about half now, they say, not affiliated with any religion, don't really understand the concept of, an idea like exorcism sounds like something, out of a novel like Harry Potter.
Well, take me. I grew up in a religious household, but I'm a pretty secular person. But here's the point. I believe in freedom of speech and freedom of religious expression. These people, they pay to send their kids there. It's a private organization, and I don't think anybody should criticize this private organization for exercising their religion in the way that they see fit.
I have to think, though, there's going to be some backlash in that school from the parents. Because I have to think, if it was my kid going to that school, I would be excited that they're, enthusiastic about reading. And then you're taking the Harry Potter books out of the library. Don't you have bigger things to worry about?
Of course, it is pre-K through 6. So for a lot of it, you're talking about very, very young kids. But, full disclosure, not a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, I'm not either. I could never get into them.
You?
Not much into that. I like space aliens and monsters. That's my direction. Right. So they probably wouldn't like that either.
Those are probably banned in that library as well, Garland.
Well, now I have a problem with that then.
Thank you, guys.